Welcome to The Crush, unlock your 100% TV show, where we unlock Crush fans' full potential to live their dreams. Crush, 100% goodness. Now listen up, the fashion industry is definitely one of the toughest to make a success in. How do you make a brand stand out from the rest? Well, this week we're meeting up with Rafeeqah Daniels, who dreams of taking her passion for fashion all the way from her uncle's sewing machine to a fully fledged online brand. Rafeeqah Daniels, Crush is about to unlock your 100%.
I'm Rafeeqah Daniels. I'm a 26-year-old mom from Cape Town, and I'm passionate about designing and sewing modest clothing. My dream is to have my own online fashion brand that creates designer looks for modest women.
Rafeeqah, how exactly did you get into fashion in the first place? Was it something that you always knew growing up?
I come from generations of tailors and dressmakers, and I've kind of been exposed to it growing up. However, I was at university, I was studying engineering, but now that I'm a mom, there's too much focus and dedication required, and that's not feasible at the moment. But with my family as a support base, it's much easier, and I thoroughly enjoy making clothes and being in that because it allows me to be creative. But also, there's a lot of flexibility so that I can give a lot of my attention to my son as well.
What exactly is modest fashion all about?
The fundamentals of what it means to be dressed modestly is the shape of your body is concealed and that it's not transparent. And as long as you're meeting that criteria, you can do anything. You can go crazy with color because that is not defined. You can go crazy with styles as long as the criteria is met.
One thing I am dying to find out more than anything else is what these items actually look like. Is there a way for me to see it?
Of course, yes. We can just head over to my uncle's house and I can show you what I've made.
Oh, it sounds beautiful. Let's head off. Just around the corner from the coffee shop, we head over to Rafeeqah's uncle's place. And one thing that stands out for me, especially when it comes to the Islamic community, is this right here, when Rafeeqah has the opportunity to go to her uncle who opens up his arms to her to allow her to be able to manufacture, produce, and hone in on her skills. I think that just epitomizes the Islamic faith. It's always about community and helping each other.
Rao, this is my Uncle Fakhri.
Hi, Uncle Fakhri, it's good to meet you. Clearly from what I see going on in this room, you must be part of the fashion influence in Rafeeqah's life.
Yes, we are. Not only me, we've got a family of tailors and dressmakers, and that is where Rafeeqah's talent comes from, yeah.
Can you take me through some of the nostalgic moments here that you shared with your uncle that have kind of like etched your way to this point in time?
Definitely. From the first set of dolls that my uncle brought, it was Bratz dolls that my cousin and I started making.
Yeah.
I think I was about 7 years old. We were making dresses for our dolls. And my wedding dress, for example, I had quite a big impact in actually being able to help make it.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of been part of life.
I love
up
that.
Until now.
Well, listen, it's one thing having a passion for something, but it's obviously very important to have the skill to suit it as well. Do you think Rafeeqah has the skill to match?
I think the tenacity and the training that we've had as a family, that will keep Rafeeqah going. And I also think that she has got a natural talent growing up within this industry and within the kind of family that we have.
Can I see some of your work?
Of course, let's go inside.
Yes!
Hearing my uncle speak about me is so weird. I mean, it's odd, we never get compliments in this family. But now I'm actually realizing that there might actually be some potential for me to make this big. Only this section over here belongs to me.
All right, I see. Now I'm seeing beautiful colors, but please excuse my ignorance. What exactly are these items?
Over here are some satin abayas that are made for Eid.
Okay.
It's basically a cloak that you can wear over a dress, or after Eid a jeans, or you can dress it up or down depending on whatever you want to do.
Seeing Rafeeqah's small collection is something that inspires me. It shows me that she's just at the start of her journey, but at the same time, I can really see the quality, the passion, and although she does still have a long way to go, she is already on the right track.
My fashion journey started by me making clothes myself, and I got to make whatever I want. And from that, people started asking me, where did I get this? What am I wearing? Where can they buy it? And from there, I saw that there's actually an opportunity for me to start selling clothes and making money from this. However, going forward, I would need some guidance on how to actually get it out there and turn it into a proper business.
what exactly is it that you are dreaming of, and how can we here at Krush unlock your 100%?
Even though I do have the support systems and this facility is available to me, it's not mine. And that is what makes it difficult, because it's a shared space with someone who has their own business going. And then I've got a monkey see, monkey do skill. I haven't actually got any professional training. So there's a lot of knowledge gaps that still needs to be filled. Even though I was at markets, that's obviously not realistic for me right now since I've got a tiny baby. And so my intention going forward is to get an online store going, which is also a bit difficult, but that seems like the best option for now.
You know what? That is actually a brilliant idea. And I think you're gonna need a mentor for this one, and we're gonna need to pull a few strings, and I might need to weave some magic, but this can work.
Awesome, I'm super excited.
Unlock your 100% with incredible prizes when you buy Krush. You stand the chance to win your share of thousands of prizes such as kitchen appliances, gadgets, watches, and instant cash. Simply buy any Krush and follow the pack for entry details. The more you buy, the more chances you stand to win. Krush, 100% goodness. Quick pour your 100% while we wait. Krush, 100% goodness. Krush 100% goodness unlocks your 100%.
I'm Abashiya Achilles, lead designer at Fabrics in Hijab. It's such an honor to be a mentor for Rafeeqah. I'm so excited to share all the tips and tricks with her to make a success of her clothing brand. I've been in the clothing industry for more than 10 years. Fabulous in Hijab is a modest clothing wear brand manufactured and designed by myself at my home in Cape Town.
The fact that I get to meet someone who's got so much experience and can actually give me guidance is amazing.
How's it going, ladies? Rafeeqah, let me officially introduce you to your mentor. This is Abashiya Achilles.
So nice to meet you. So walking into her shoot, I noticed that it's Abashiya from Fabrics in Hijab. Oh my gosh, I've seen her things on Instagram. I absolutely love her work. I can't believe that it's her.
Rafeeqah, you want to get into creating some garments. So where exactly do we start with this process?
Obviously, you need to know what it is you're designing. Sports, luxury, glamour, couture. There's lots of different sectors within fashion design, and work on your sketches. And then the next big step would actually putting the money into the raw product, which is the fabric. And that's the big step. As a new designer, you don't want to be overwhelmed, especially it can become very costly. So I would say niche down, start a smaller collection, but work hard on that collection, promote it well.
How do you decide whether you want to stick to trends or whether you want to make something that is unique, that's your own idea?
There's a big difference between trend and style. Trend is what's in now, style is what you have embedded in you. Once you've established your personal style, you can always adapt it to be trendy.
Okay.
Have you got an idea of what you'd like to really create for yourself? Do you have a style in mind?
Essentially something really classy, elegant, but casual enough for you to wear every day.
So where do we start with this, and how can we make this happen?
Let's get to the fabric shops.
Oh, that big shopping.
I'm so excited to be starting a collection, and as a fashion designer, that's like the best thing ever. How many pieces should I have in a capsule collection?
I'd say about 5. You wouldn't want to expand 10, 12 items in the same color palette for a specific season. Being your first launch, let's keep it small.
For my first collection, I'm thinking about going with a smart casual look. So looking at all of the fabrics and seeing what's available, I think I'm going to head more towards simpler looks and not necessarily prints. So maybe one color scheme going.
I personally think starting collections, keep it neutral. It opens your customer base much wider. Wearing bright colors and being modest is sometimes a bit difficult.
Okay, perfect.
It is like that.
I'm happy. So I've got some fabric and I'm absolutely excited because I love the color scheme that we went with. I've been working on some ideas. I got some rough sketches and Abashiya is coming over today and I'm super excited to show what I've got. I think maybe give me some tips on how I can narrow it down and what would work best going forward. This is actually one of my favorites. So the spaghetti loop dress all the way down to the bottom.
Till the hemline?
Yes.
I absolutely love your spaghetti design. However, you're basically using 3 meters of fabric for the front detail. Very time consuming and expensive to produce.
In all honesty, I feel like even though it is time consuming and it might take up a lot of fabric, this design really, for me personally, speaks to what it is I want to create and the look that I'm actually going for, to be smart, that you can literally go to a wedding with it, but you can also just put sandals on and go to the beach. It's the same item, but you can do anything with it.
100% agree. So go for it. If you're passionate about it, go for it. The abaya is a very traditional item. It appeals to a lot of modest dresses. Very important piece to have in your collection. We do the abaya smart casual, but can be teamed up with your pant set.
Okay.
I think with so many designs, as your first collection, we need to condense it to create the items interwearable, interchangeable, so that if the one client buys the pants and the top, she knows at the end of the month she can add the abaya to it, and she's got the full look.
Chatting with Abashiya really helped me with narrowing down my ideas, because usually it's all over the place. I really love talking to her and giving me feedback on my ideas, what I could maybe save for later and what would work now in, just getting a capsule collection out, which I haven't actually had before.
Hello, ladies. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I've been very busy, and it looks like you have been too. So you've definitely been leveling up.
Well, I've been learning a lot, so.
All right, well, you have been in good hands. Abashiya is obviously a professional, but like I said, I've been busy too. Myself and the team at Krush have been working on something special. Now, we've got a few surprises for you. One of them is we've organized one of the biggest fashion influencers in the country, and also an advocate for modest fashion. I'm not going to tell you who it is. That's a surprise for later. But what I can tell you, though, is you mentioned you wanted to start an online store.
Yes.
Now, with an online store, that means a lot of work, a lot of costs. But at the same time, you already have a social media account that we want to build and grow, right? So let's forget about an online store, because right now I don't think that's as important. What's important is getting your brand out there, getting exposure, and at the same time, if you look at what social media can provide, it is a powerful tool, right?
You can sell on there.
Exactly. So with this fashion shoot that we're going to create for you.
What? A photo shoot? Oh my God.
A whole shoot. We're going to handle it all for you so that you just have to focus on what you do best. And that's fashion, and that's designing, right?
Okay.
Excited?
Definitely. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're having a shoot.
This is your final moment. You are well on your way to unlocking your 100%. Think you got this?
Yes, I'm so excited. I can't believe that Krush is actually going to organize an entire photo shoot with photographers and everything. I mean, it's so much money that you have to spend to actually get all of those things going. And it's amazing. I'm so happy to have this opportunity to actually showcase my garments professionally. I really have to get started because time's running out and I need to hit that deadline.
Everyone has the potential to unlock their 100%. Krush, 100% goodness. We make dreams come true. Krush, 100% goodness.
Rafeeqah, I'm dying to find out from you. How's it been getting prepared for this big day? The moment is here.
Yeah, it's been hectic, eh? I am tired, excited, nervous, exhausted, everything, but I'm really amped up for today. Last night was so stressful. I was like so close to crying because I was worried that everything wouldn't be done in time. All my 60 buttons on the one dress wouldn't be on there. But I managed to pull through on like 3 hours of sleep. And yeah, I'm here today and I feel like that's my biggest achievement.
This is the quarry, which I think is going to be the perfect location to bring your collection to life. And we've got an entire production crew here, the photographer, models, and a production van. This is proper. Now, I mentioned this to you earlier about your other mentor. Now, she goes by the name of, are you ready for it? Rasheeqah Karriem.
Oh, wow, I love her.
Yes.
Chica's Closet.
That is exactly it. Chica's Closet. She is so brilliant. Someone that is a great content creator in our country, and also someone that is big on modest fashion. So
Yes.
I know you're going to love her. You ready to meet her?
Yes, let's do this.
I am Rasheeqah Karriem, also known as Chica's Closet. I'm a YouTuber, what they call an influencer. A lot of people don't like that term, so let's say social media personality. I'm an entrepreneur, I have my own lash brand, and I create content for a living. My aim with my fashion is showing younger girls that modesty doesn't mean that you have to be an outani. You can still rock it with confidence, look sexy while being modest.
Ladies, hello. Rasheeqah, Rafeeqah, Rasheeqah.
Finally! I haven't seen you in ages.
Yeah, you're looking so good, and I love the fact that we get to see you doing your thing, creating content as always. Let's talk about that. I think this is something that you're dying to replicate, right, Rafeeqah?
Unfortunately, I have to. But that's why I've got a professional.
No, it gets easier. Trust me, it gets easier. You have to stay relevant. People forget about you. People forget about your business. So every day you need to work on that content. You need to work on that social media just as hard as you work on your brand.
I think that's the hard part because it requires you to do it every day.
I think it's also important for you to know your audience. If you are catering for, say, 20 to 40-year-olds, you can't have teenagers, wearing your stuff. You also need to know when to post. If it's working people, and you have to know, okay, you can't post 10 o'clock in the day because then they might be working. So post when they get home at 7, everyone is done eating, they're sitting on their phones. So all of that's small tricks that you need to know.
Seeing that we are about to bring all these incredible looks to life, before we do that, maybe we can put you through your paces and get your little experience in terms of what it takes to create some content. Do you think you can get in front of the camera?
Oh, me in front of the camera? No thanks, but I have to start somewhere, so.
All right, ladies, does anyone need some professional lighting assistance?
Do you have a nice side?
I think I like this side.
Okay. So turn to your side with your nice side like this, and you give the camera a look like this. Try it quickly. Rafeeqah, first impressions, bubbly person, a lovely personality. I knew that we were just gonna get along, from the start. But I'll put her on the spot. You can see she doesn't have that much confidence yet, but I'm sure after today, she'll be a natural. She's going to surprise everyone.
After taking some photos, I feel like I could get back into the swing of things, get back out there on social media. It's not that bad.
That's cute.
I like that. To be honest, I like that looks happy. I feel like that is my brand. I decided to name my fashion brand Selcooth. It's a word that I found, and the word means strange, rare, yet marvelous. And I feel like that just explains everything that I'm into and the way that I express myself. Everything weird, but at the end of the day, it's amazing.
Strange, rare, marvelous, stunning. I love that. That's stunning.
I'm having so much fun dressing the models. Everything is fitting perfectly. They are loving the clothes. They're really getting into the feel and the style that I was envisioning. And I'm so glad that I got some accessories to pair with it and just complete the look.
Right, Rafeeqah, cameras are ready. The models are looking spectacular.
I know.
Are you ready?
I'm super ready. Let's go.
Let's go make some magic.
We're heading out to the back of the quarry. We really need to take advantage of the rocks. And there's this really nice bushy grass nature type of thing going on there, and it will complement the clothes perfectly.
Can one of the models just come and stand here first, please?
The ferns look really nice.
Yeah, it's going to be stunning. And what do you think?
I absolutely love it.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do this. You look stunning.
Rasheeqah, you're someone that is absolutely established when it comes to fashion in the game, and especially when it comes to modest fashion on top of that. Now, you've worked with so many brands, and taking that into account, what do you think of the looks that have been put up over here?
I am so impressed, Ryle. I heard she did all of this in such a short time.
Yeah.
I mean, there's something for everyone. It's so versatile. You get the elegant, you get the chic. This satin look is definitely me. I am loving it. I can't wait to wear it.
Ladies, turning out to be a beautiful day. What do you think of your looks?
I feel luxuriously comfortable, if that even makes sense.
Definitely.
That's a word. I feel a little bit of a simplicity.
Simplicity, luxurious comfort. You look to me like you've just stepped off a yacht and you just stepped out of a hotel that you own. And I feel it. It's looking good. Obviously, Rasheeqah has a great brand. She's big online. Her presence is so well known. And we've prepared something special for the final look, that garment that we think is going to really pop. We've got Rasheeqah to model it off herself. I think this is perfect. And here she is.
My
Wow.
word. This looks amazing.
Loving the details on this dress.
Did you ever think that you could envision it being worn by someone like this?
Honestly, it looks so much better on her. She's definitely a Selcooth girl.
I've been wearing the cap. This was in the boot. I always have accessories with me.
Just complements everything, yeah.
Complements outfits.
That's what you would do on a normal day. So
And look at that,
it's
showing
fantastic.
versatility in the garment as well. At the same time, I think this was fate. It was meant to be. What do you love about it the most?
I love the fact that I can wear this on Eid. I can wear this to different events. Love
I
it.
didn't think it would
Those
look this
buttons
good.
took some time. Eh?
You are
but
gifted, girl. You are gifted. I feel expensive.
Nailed it.
She looks absolutely breathtaking in my favorite piece, and she's exactly the person I've designed this for. I can't believe that she's actually wearing it. This is unreal.
Chin up.
I'm really loving your vision here, and I love the fact that you're taking charge and actually directing at the same time. You feel like you're in your zone.
Oddly enough, I can see what looks good and what doesn't after showing me how the photos look.
Nice.
Getting advice from Rasheeqah's closet was one thing, but actually seeing her in my clothes will do so much for my brand and really just take everything to the next level. The rock and the satin.
This is gonna
Love
rock.
Rafeeqah, I love her. I love her personality. I love her aura. I think she has the right mindset. Not just can she work under pressure, because I know this was all done in a short amount of time. She has an eye for modest fashion. It's something that I will wear. Yeah, she has a bright future. She must remember me when she gets to the top.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, guys, that's it. Well done.
It looks like this one's officially a wrap.
After seeing the photos, I'm actually feeling emotional because at some point my confidence in what I've created was really low. But now I actually can't believe that that is what I created. Those are my ideas out there and it's amazing and everyone loved it, and that really makes me feel like I am enough to go forward and make this work.
Well, Rafeeqah, with everything that's happened along this journey so far, it has been exceptional. So we have one last gift that's going to really set you off and give you the independence that you need to really take this thing to the next level.
I absolutely love presents.
All right, good. Let's find out what it is.
Oh my word!
Do you know what it is?
It's a sewing machine!
Yeah.
I don't have to use my uncle's sewing machine anymore.
Exactly. You're officially
This is
set off.
perfect and it's portable.
Yes! All done.
Thank you. I think I'm ready to take my brand to the world. Thank you, Krush, for unlocking my 100%.
Now with her new gain knowledge in the industry, a full fashion line, and of course that sewing machine to just top it all off, Rafeeqah has officially unlocked her 100%. So go follow our social media channels and find out about how you can follow Rafeeqah's full journey online. And of course, tune in next week as we unlock 100% in another deserving South African. Stand the chance of winning your own Emphasil sewing machine valued at 3,300 Rand. To enter, comment on the competition post on the Clover Krush Facebook, Twitter or Instagram pages and tell us how winning this prize will help you unlock your 100%. Don't forget to include the hashtag Krush in your answer. The competition closes on the 19th of February 2023 at midnight. It's The Krush. Unlock your 100% TV show, where we make dreams a reality. Krush, 100% goodness.